Bunting in tonight?
Bunting's in, yes.
How do you expect that will impact the group, the lineup, the game?
I think it'll have a positive impact. He's had a positive impact on our team all season. Obviously, he's an important part of our top line, and just makes us a deeper group. We can slot Kerfoot in a different spot, and all that makes us a better team.
That's the only change then, just Bunting for Clifford, more or less, Sheldon?
Yes.
Sheldon, what did you appreciate about the way William played through food poisoning in Game 1?
Just the fact that he did, and played well. You got in that first period, especially, he got his feet moving, got him behind the defense. Like that's when he's at his best. He maybe ran out of gas a little bit in the second half of the game. And that's part of the reason why he didn't practice with us yesterday. He just wanted to do a little bit on his own, managing his energy and making sure he could get some food and fluids and stuff into him, which he wasn't able to do up until yesterday. So, yeah, he did a good job of it. That's playoffs.
The way John Cooper positioned Game 1 is he called it, they gave you guys a freebie, and that only one goalie had to work. How do you see it? Do you see it as the Lightning lost that game, or that you guys did a lot of things right?
Well, I don't coach Tampa. I mean, he's going to have his thoughts and his opinions on his team, of course, and probably not unlike when we went down there and we lost 8-1. That he probably felt really good about his team and what they did, and then I, of course, didn't feel very good about what we did. So I think that's just natural for Coach to do that. But we obviously did a lot of good things in the hockey game that we can build upon, but at the same time, that's not the Tampa team that we prepared for. So we're expecting to see that team here tonight.
I know at this point of the year, your guys and every other player in the NHL is probably playing through stuff, but do you feel fortunate right now to have as healthy a lineup as you've ever had?
Yeah, I do. I haven't thought about it in that context, and like I said, our guys are dealing with different things, but it is nice to have options here. Like to have both Bunting and Kasha come into the series here. That makes a big difference for us, and then on defense, just the same. With the depth that we have there too, and then in goal too. So all of that, this time of year, that's what you want to have. Obviously, we hope that we can maintain that, but at the same time, we feel like we've got support in the event that something occurs.
Was that the Jake Muzzin that you were talking about a couple weeks ago about the playoff Jake Muzzin, the physical one, 6 hits, leading by example in that regard? Yeah,
I would say so. I thought he was really good. Obviously, he's called on a ton early in the game on the penalty kill to do a job there. And I talked about our team's poise in that moment to just go out and get the job done. And I think a player like Jake, with his experience, he's not rattled by that situation. He just go out there and knows what his job is. I would say Giordano, Brody, just the same. They're very similar type of demeanor. They just go out and play. So from that end of it, I think Jake really did a good job in Game 1.
Because of how the game played out, Campbell's piece of it, I guess, did get a lot of attention, but what did you see from his game that you liked on Monday?
Yeah, just when he's at his best, he just looks confident. He just makes the easy saves look easy, and some of the difficult ones when you feel like you've given up a real good chance and there's a good clear shot, and he just calmly makes the save, freezes the puck a lot of times, and settles the play down. And so, you like that. And then times when he's maybe out of position a little bit because they've made a big play, and then he finds a way to get to those too. So those are the kind of things that he does really well when he's at his best. And he's been doing that here of late, and certainly was really good in Game 1.
What did you think of the verdict that player safety had on that clip?
I mean, I think it's like I talked about. I didn't like the hit. I didn't think it was a good hit, so I wasn't surprised that the league had a say in it.
Do you anticipate the fans can play a similar role tonight, or is that more of the first game, all the energy, that sort of thing from Monday?
Well, I think they're going to follow it up and do the same today. I think I don't know how many people will be coming into the building for the second time in the series here, how many new people or what have you, but even through the regular season, as we went through, you look at Austin's, chase for 50 and then 60 and the reaction in our crowd. Like, you can see how the crowd is really embracing this team. So no matter who's in the building tonight, I'm hopeful and expecting that it's going to be more of the same, because it made a difference. For sure. I mean, you walk out to the bench and the seats are all full for the anthem. Everybody's there and ready to go. Not always the case here, and it's not an easy building to get to. A lot happening in the city, but you could tell last game that the fans were ready, and I think that really helped our team be ready.
You said right after the game, Sheldon, you weren't sure how you would digest it. Now that you've had some time to do that, did you learn anything about 5-on-5 from that game, or was it just kind of a watch because there was so little play?
There's some things we took away from it for sure. That was, on both sides, offensively, defensively. The context of it was difficult because there was a lot of interruptions. There wasn't a lot of flow. The lines got really messed up on both sides just because of the amount of special teams and penalties and stuff like that. Obviously, we lost Clifford, so that in itself, disrupted our group. So there's not a whole lot there, but we certainly watched it, and it was a lot easier to get through, than it is on most nights, and not as easy on the power play and penalty kill side of it, of course. But from that end of it, we were able to focus in on a few areas, but it all comes with the context that it's going to be a different type of game tonight, and certainly a different opponent.
You guys on special teams, certainly penalty killing, you guys create so many of your own scoring chances. Is that part of the threat that you make other teams think about, because you have such speed and skill?
Yeah, I think so. That's part of it. We've made it very clear to our players that the primary goal is to kill the penalty, and that has to be at the top of the list every time. When we have a chance to make a play under a lot of pressure, force a play versus just getting it down the ice. We need to get it down the ice, or if you don't quite have a full tank and you need to get off the ice, you need to get off the ice and not overextend your shift. We've been caught in that situation a couple times, but we've had enough discussions about it. I think our players know what the expectations are, and having the additional depth with the penalty killers helps a lot too, right? Because we've added more guys to the whole rotation here now. You bring Kasha into the fold, and he can take reps. So not only are we quick and have speed or have skill, but we have more guys that are fresh. And a lot of our best opportunities often come at the tail end. It's the second or third rotations. I mean, we talked a lot about Mikheyev and Kerfoot, and those guys almost always are second out the door, and they're getting the back half of the first unit. So those are the kind of things that we like. We were fortunate the way we were able to pounce on a lot of pucks last time. We've got to try to continue to do that, but we also have to do a good job when they are set. They did start to get us pretty good in that second period and late in the second there, and you could see what they're capable of. That's what we were prepared for, and we have to continue to do a good job there.
Thanks, Coach.